Lisa Denae Live starts now. Only on Stunner Radio, the heart and soul of the culture.
Hey, it's your girl Lisa Denae. How y'all doing? We are here live in Stunner Radio. And can you believe it? It is May, y'all. Yes, it's May 1st. MG. It's May 1st. I thought I turned this down. It is May 1st, y'all. I cannot believe we are in the 5th month of the year.
It really does seem like it was January's yesterday. I know.
Yes. I cannot believe it. That's crazy. It's May 1st. So how are y'all doing? This is Lisa Denae Live. I'm so excited because I got to tell you all, this is my 30th episode on Stunner Radio. Woo! I am super happy about that, super excited because I've done a lot of shows on other people's stations, but it ain't nothing like having your own. Right? You hear me? Exactly. Having your show on your own station, the 30th episode, through trials and tribulations, through sacrifices, through people canceling on you, people switching up on you, all that. I'm going to celebrate everything. I might celebrate 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Right? I don't know, depending upon how I feel. But I feel like we should celebrate even small milestones. So that's a big milestone for me right now. And I'm excited. Now, I got to say this before we move on and introduce everybody. We are also, can't see you, Gwen. We are also, around to the end of the table. We are also going to be celebrating our 1-year anniversary, y'all. Yes. Radio, my baby, is going to be 1 year old on May 15th.
And already walking.
Already walking, baby. Trying to run.
Yes.
Look at God. But the beauty of it is it doesn't feel like it's been a year.
No, it doesn't.
Oh my God, it just does not feel like it has been that long. But we are officially 1 year old on May 15th, and I'm super excited and just blessed. That's all I can say. Just blessed. Amen. Just blessed and beautiful and big. And one thing about it, big, black, blessed, and beautiful, baby. I'm just overloaded with all the B's. Anyway, it's my co-host Lisa the Boss Lady. She is here today. How you doing, Lisa the Boss Lady?
Happy Saturday. I am amazing.
Yes.
I started off May with a new journey. I am vegetarian and pescatarian.
Okay.
So no carbs, no meat except seafood. And I am on my Get Snatched journey before I hit Jamaica.
I ain't mad at all. Okay. Jamaica finna get all the body.
All of the them. All the Boss Lady, everything. Ham hocks, everything.
Girl, give them all the body. They need
all of
it. They need it.
They're going to get whatever body I
get. They're Jamaica. Girl, yes. Give them the body, honey. Do not hold back. There's some Jamaicans out there that need it. Sorry, brother-in-law. I was kind of thinking about myself. Never mind. You're a married woman. Give him some of the body. Okay. He's like, wait, what? Hey, Kathy Tatum. She said, Get Snatched journey. Yes, honey.
Yes, ma'am.
Get Snatched journey. So, we have a very special guest with us today, none other than Rethia Jackson. She is the president and founder. I'd be saying president, but she's the executive director of Girls to Mom.
Hello, everybody.
I'm like, are you here?
I'm here. Thank you so much.
Hey, girl, hey. So did I say your name right? Because I know we say Retha.
It is Retha.
And when I look at it, it's like Rethia.
It's pronounced different than it's spelled.
Okay, that's all right.
But it's a family name, though.
It's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful name.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And we have Gwen, and she is she's administrator of Girls to Mom. Move your mic a little closer so the people can hear you. Is that as far as it'll go? Move it as close as you can so the people can hear you, and also project your voice. All right, and we are so excited that you guys are here. We're going to talk about Girls to Mom and everything that Girls to Mom has to offer. So tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are and what you do.
Well, like Lisa said, my name is Rethia Jackson, and I am the founder and executive director of Girls to Mom, and we have been in existence for 3 years. March the 26th made 3 years. And Girls to, like myself, Girls to Mom really was birthed for single mothers because I was a single mother, and it's just like, it's a trial and tribulation and struggle being a single mother.
Yes.
And if you don't have a village or have people to help you, it's kind of hard for you to continue with education. It's kind of hard to find good, make yourself presentable for a job as far as being educated or even just the teaching the skills that you need.
Right.
And a lot of places, they require funds for that. Mm-hmm. I don't really know too many places that you can go to and, say, well, I want to learn how to, use Microsoft Word or Excel or, without someone saying, well, we teach those classes. And then sometimes you're in a rut, you're in a spot to where you make too much money where you can't get a free service.
Mm-hmm.
And then you sitting on the other hand, like, well, can I get that extra free money, that too much money that I'm making?
Right.
What they not taking in consideration is your bills, your daycare, that what you got to run your household with,
Yes.
So it's like there is no extra money in between there.
Right.
And then some people just don't have a village or have support to help with with daycare. You know what I'm saying?
I think that is a great point that you're making as far as some people don't have a village. And I think that people who do don't get it. They don't understand that.
No.
Because when you are thrust, I'm just going to speak for myself. A lot of us did not plan to be single mothers. I didn't. Okay, I did not. Well, some people get pregnant without being married, so basically you did plan it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're single and you became a mother. But when you're married and you have children and then you divorce, you weren't going into it thinking you was going to be a single parent because you were married before you had kids. So for me, I was like, this ain't nice. This ain't fun. You gotta do everything.
Everything.
You basically gotta pay for everything unless you fight for, child support or the other parent is trying. And that's too much.
And that's draining.
It's draining.
Yes.
And when you, like you said, when you don't have a village, it is overwhelming, and it can eat you up. What I like to say is that motherhood can swallow you whole. If you don't have a village, it could swallow you. And then when the kids are grown, you're looking in the mirror like, who am I?
Right.
Because everything in your life has been about that.
Right. Yeah. And then if your kids aren't close to age, it's like you doing it double time over and over.
Right. Yes.
Like you start back over. You stop, you start back over.
And what happens to you?
You lose yourself.
Everything. You just get swallowed.
Yourself.
That's why I say you just get swallowed up.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If you don't have a village, because you don't have time to focus on yourself, you gotta worry about these kids. So I want to say hi to Onyx. Hey, Onyx Williams. She said hello.
Hey.
And thank you so much, Kathy Tatum, for posting all the great information about Girls to Mom, the Facebook page, the website. And she also says, check out Girls to Mom merchandise. All proceeds go to helping our single mothers in our program, girlstomom.org. And also the Cash App. All right. Y'all know how to work that Cash App. Y'all know how to work that Cash App.
We like the ching ching sound.
Yes. The $ girls with a Z to mom.
Coins, send them coins.
Yes. So I really like what you started, and I love the reason why you started it. Tell us about your mission and your tagline, because there's something in your mission and tagline. I can't remember what it was, but it really made me want to be a part of your organization. It made me want to donate, do whatever I could do.
Okay, so our tagline is like our 4E motto is what I call it. And it's eliminate shame, embrace responsibility, and equip with tools, and empower by example.
I think it was the eliminate shame.
I love that.
Yes.
We work with a lot of teen mothers, and they're ashamed a lot.
Right. Well, they've probably been made to feel ashamed. They've probably been shamed.
Yes.
And I think with being a teen mom is already hard enough that you feel like you've made a mistake versus having to have other people shame you, just calling them fast tail girls and, hot, and you're not going to be nothing, and I think that's extremely cruel because I'm gonna tell you, I was a single teen mom. I was a teen parent. And I had my parents, I had my brother, we had relatives, everybody. It was like it was everybody's baby. It wasn't just one person's, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, he did pass away after being born for 3 months. But within that 3 months, it was everybody's had a hand in it. Now, there's a lot of girls out there that are ashamed. They get kicked out of the house.
Yes.
Their parents try to force them to either give the baby up or have an abortion. And my thing is, you say you're a Christian?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm about to go there.
Come on and talk about it now.
Come on and talk about it. Do you want to shame the young ladies when they come to church? Right. But ain't this what we're supposed to come to?
Right. That's not Christian. Right.
Okay, so you're supposed to embrace. Right. Help them eliminate the shame. Yes. But we're not doing that. We talk about them and, she not going to mount to nothing and look at her child over there and he over there running around. Can I say, what is your child doing? Because he's running around over there with the single mama child.
Right.
Yeah, but most of the people that are saying that, their child is the one that got her pregnant.
Oh, or got somebody else pregnant. Or doing things that get people pregnant. That.
And what I say about you shaming a single mother, all your children doing the same. She just got caught, yours didn't.
That's it right there. And they're already scared. I was 19 and I was scared. I was scared out of my mind.
Right, and then you got them dropping out of high school.
Well, I will say this. I know that, in the communities, when you see single mothers, you just, there's a stigma attached to it.
Yes.
And that's the reason why I am so preoccupied with my bad side. Let me just take a moment because this camera's catching my bad side and I'm trying to look and show my good side and talk at the same time, and it's really ridiculous. Pray for that vain part of myself. I'm so preoccupied with it. I'm like trying to talk like this.
I'm real vain.
My good side.
I'm making sure I'm straight.
I'm going like this. So you look good. But anyway,
you're worried about the camera and I'm trying to make sure my hair stays straight with this mirror.
We too much. We're supposed to be. We are too much. But what I was going to say is I love the fact that you said eliminating the shame, because when I was growing up, and that's part of the reason why I never wanted to be a single mother. Mm-hmm. I saw them struggling and I was like, that ain't going to be me. That ain't going to be me. That ain't going to be me. Because it looks so hard. And I was like, oh my God, I don't ever want that.
It is hard.
It's very hard. And I feel like what upsets me the most is that I was a child seeing this. And so you can't tell me that everybody else didn't see it and see how hard it was and how these girls were struggling and how these boys was walking off scot-free. That's the one thing that I saw, and I was like, that won't be me.
And it's not so much as the boys walking off scot-free. Where are the, I don't understand that the boy, his mama was a single mama, and you okay with him just walking away?
Right. They're repeating the cycle. They're like, it's being perpetuated because your baby and your son, because you don't want them to have daddy issues, but you're creating a daddy issue.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
And it's hard enough being an adult mother, on the less you being a
teenager. Yeah.
Right.
Because you got so many people, you got so many people in there trying to tell you, well, you need to do this, and you need to do that, or you need to do this, and you need to do that, and there's no support there. And I would like to say with Girls to Mom, we have a support group. For them. We have counselors for them that they could talk to the counselor and, in private, a therapist or whatever. They can do groups. They can do single by themselves. Like I said, just when girls get, single mothers, they get in a group together and they hear other problems that someone else is going through, and they'll be like, okay, well, maybe it's not so bad.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, trying to exchange, well, what do you do for this to try to help with that?
Right.
I got this 2-year-old that's falling out. What do you do besides snatch him up? Because, snatching him up ain't And phase him.
But absolutely, it's not going to help him, and it's going to make him more defensive. By the time he get older, he's going to be snatching you up. And that's the thing about these cycles that we have to break in our community. It's so much physical that goes on. See, and I don't want to get off on a tangent, but I will say this. Any woman who ever been in the dating pool past 40 knows that most of these men got mommy issues.
Yes, they do.
There's a lot of physical going on as far as snatching up, yanking them, popping them. And then when they get bigger, it's no physical as far as hugging them, telling them you love them. They don't get none of that. So all they know is all this as far as the physical. So when they get older, they don't know how to really interact outside of sex physically.
Right.
They don't know how to just hug you unless they're trying to have sex. They don't know how to just hold your hand unless they're trying to get up under your dress. And I think that is unfortunate. That's a product of mothers not being, capable of raising their sons in a way where they understand physical touch don't always mean punishment.
Right.
And it don't always just mean, some of them only think punishment or sex. That's why you have men that want to hit their woman and then they want to, make up by sleeping with. That's crazy.
It is. And it's always
But if that's all they know,
it's an extreme.
In the middle.
It's either
there's nothing in the middle.
You're pampering them too much or not enough. It's never let's meet in the middle and let's figure out a healthy balance, because we got these boys that are out here that want you to be their mama, and then we got these boys that are out here that want to be your daddy. And it's never a comfortable middle. Like, we need to find the healthy balance, the healthy love, the healthy support, and a lot of times it's because they don't know.
Right.
They don't know. And not just that, but they feel like it's kind of like useless. They feel defeated. They feel like, what's the point? Because they don't have anybody out there putting inspiration into them, putting hope into them, putting love into them and support. That's why I really when I heard the name, when I heard Girls to Mom, I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then when I heard about it, I was like, I need to get involved. And I definitely am trying to get involved because it's needed. It's needed. I didn't have that problem. I do have a village. My parents have always supported me and my sisters and my brother in everything that we do. Maybe not everything, but they have always been supportive. So I don't have that problem, but I'm not, so my head is not in the sky to the point that I don't see it and empathize.
Right.
Yeah.
And see, the other thing that I like I said, with my family and with Girls to Mom, that's what we want for the girls to be able to rely on us, each other, because it's like, I can always say, even though after I became, because I was married, like you said, you didn't want to be no single mother. You thought you was married and and everything was good. Well, my marriage dissolved and I ended up with having to be a single mother, and I ended up moving back to Houston to be around so my people could help, and I had no worries about if I needed to do something, if I needed to go to school. I knew that I had that support. It was just relaying, getting everybody on the same schedule to see, okay, who's going to do what day, and not like, well, who can I get to do this?
Right.
And that's what we need for these single mothers, because they can't go back to school. Some of them are dropping out. They can't go to college. But what they need to know, there are programs that the colleges have, schools that allow them to bring their babies to college with them and be on the dorm. If they want to go.
I didn't know that.
See, that is the biggest thing about Girls to Mom and organizations like Girls to Mom, to give you the resources that people don't know, because they don't broadcast it, not to us at least.
No,
they don't broadcast that.
No.
So, others, they know. But for whatever reason, we don't even know all the help that's available to our young women. And one thing I could say that I love about Girls to Mom, it's not just for young girls.
No,
it's for a single mother.
If you are a single mother and you want the help, because we have parenting classes. I just got certified to be a parent instructor. So our parenting classes are like, if they need them for whatever reason, CPS through the courts.
Awesome.
Yes. So Girls to Mom now can provide you with that certificate if you have to get that. That's good. Oh yeah. I have life skills. I'm certified with that. And like I said, we have licensed counselors. We have financial literacy class that I'm certified into teaching that class as well. We have, Dress for Success.
Awesome.
And our Dress for Success program is not just getting yourself dressed. We help you learn the difference between work attire and business, casual and formal business. Because, some of these companies want them to really not be so casual. Also, teach them how to go to interviews properly, what to wear and what not to wear, and teach them how to use their makeup. You got the club makeup and you got the corporate America makeup.
Right, that's awesome. That is awesome. That is a really great service.
That is good because a lot of people just don't know.
Yeah,
they need that information. And what I meant about like for older women, because everything changed when you have a kid. If you have a kid 5 years apart, everything changed. You go to the grocery store and you say, what? You go to the baby store and you, what is this?
Right.
Yes. They didn't have this when I had my last baby.
Yes.
So you kind of lost.
Chairs when I had it's totally different.
Yes.
Yeah,
car seats.
I can't even do those car seats right now. I'm like,
Yes,
right.
Oh, we put him in.
Yes. When I'm getting my nieces, baby, can you
read instructions?
Oh yes, before you do almost anything.
Yeah,
everything is so automated.
But they can do it though. But the babies can do it. They can get themselves out of there.
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's another thing too. Like older mothers with young kids, these kids now are so advanced that you have to really be smart about. You need a support group because you have to really be smart about what they have access to. Because I could leave a computer around 20 years ago when my oldest was a baby. He would never try to get on the computer. Even if he was 4 or 5, he would just look at it. Oh, okay. Now you can't do that. Them kids is on the computer. They finding out everything.
Yes.
And they, exposed to everything.
Yes.
And you shot like, where did you see that? A 2-year-old on YouTube. A 2-year-old.
Yes.
Or I saw it on my tablet. And you're like, on your tablet, I put cartoons on your tablet for you. But you never know what. It's all kind of stuff be popping up.
Get your phone back and all these downloads on
and pictures, selfies.
Yes.
Roblox.
Yes. And all these things.
I know how to send people to voicemail when they don't want to be
Yes, and take the ads off. They take the ads off when they're watching YouTube.
Yeah, but all and that's not bad. I like that they can do that. But all these things, save you in trouble. But all these things, it could be a problem if you don't know how to deal with it. You don't have any support. I know that my son, and he's my special needs baby, but I had to learn the hard way. I had all these packages coming to the house. I was like, I ain't ordered nothing. And I forgot that I left. You have your credit cards on your Amazon account. Yes. He got his little tablet just ordering up stuff. I said, "Oh my God! Oh my God! The package coming to the house." And I was like, and it was on a card that I really don't check like that. So it wasn't like it was my bank. So if it was my bank, I'd be like, oh Lord, what's going on? I pay my bills out of this. It was a credit card I really don't use like that. So I was like, I can't believe this boy done ordered up all this stuff. Now, with my first child, I would have never had to deal with that. No. But times change. So I feel like that's a really good thing to have a support group where somebody that's in their 40s just got thrust back into motherhood, they're going to lose it right about now.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Without a support group?
Man. Yes. Especially now. And babies don't even have soft spots anymore.
Oh, I don't know about that.
And I don't want to know.
Not checking.
I'm not going to prepare just so I can check.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
So tell us more about the support groups. Tell us more about the 4 E's?
Okay, eliminate shame.
Okay, eliminate shame. We talked about that. What's the next one?
Embrace responsibilities.
Ooh, I love that. Embrace. That's a big one.
Yes.
Embrace responsibilities, because sometimes I feel like another thing, you can get into this pity party mode where you feel like I got so much on me. People should help me. I need help with everything. I need help. But sometimes part of it is you.
We didn't help you get there.
Right. See, I love that because I feel like you're going to be able to show them that in love, though.
Right, exactly. And so with the embracing the responsibilities, it's like, for the most part, they're young. They used to going to bed when they feel like it, getting up when they feel like it, eating when they feel like it. And so now you have this responsibility that you get up when they feel like it.
Yes.
You go to bed when they go to sleep. You better try to get some sleep.
Yes.
Right.
You better.
Yes.
If you don't, that's shame on you.
And then you can't, and one thing I love about the whole thing about embracing responsibility, you still have to live life.
Exactly.
You can't be like, well, I can't do this. I can't get a job. I can't go to school. I can't. No, you still got to find a way. You got to live life. Right. It's an extra responsibility. You still got to do it, but you got to give up some sleep.
Right.
You got to give up some leisure time. There's some things you got to do to embrace that responsibility.
You can't go hang out with the girls in the mall, like you used to. I mean, you can, but you're not. But you
know where to fit that in your schedule.
Well, but part of the problem is going to be is that once you, unless you have real true friends, and you know how the word true friends work, is as long as you can do what I can do, we friends. But when it comes, you not doing what I'm doing no more, we not friends.
Right.
You can't go where I go no more without having to take the baby. You know, some girls, they don't want babies, so they don't want to be around people who have babies.
Or they may have a village and they can just drop theirs off whenever.
Right.
And then because you can't, you feel some type of way and then you become irresponsible.
Right.
So, I think that embracing responsibility is one of the things that made me learn when I was thrust into single motherhood without, I didn't want to do that. I was like, wow. But I didn't want to be in an unhealthy marriage either.
Right.
But that embracing responsibility made me learn how to do my own nails, do my own pedicures, do my own makeup, do my own hair, decorate my own house. It made me do a lot of things because I couldn't go get my nails done every 2 weeks no more.
Right.
I had to learn how to do it myself. I had to. Because, I got to look good. So I was like, I'm not going to give up looking good. Now, that's ridiculous. We're not doing that. Yes. That is out of the question. I can't do that. But I felt like if I wasn't responsible, I would have never had to drive to look, I want both of these things. So now I got to give the extra time to it. I got to go get some books. When I learned how to do makeup, I went and got books from the library. That's how long ago that was. I went and got books from the library.
You can YouTube it now.
Yeah, you can YouTube it now. I took a community college class on manicure and pedicure. I learned how to do my own nails because I knew that in my responsibility, I could not do both.
Right.
I couldn't pay for nails and pay for daycare.
Right.
So I had to learn how to do it. And so,
and then you had a job and the state say you made too much money and we can't give you nothing to go.
Yes.
Right. Because they go by gross.
When over half of my check went to daycare.
Right.
Over half.
Right.
It's almost like sometimes I had to work another job just to pay for daycare.
Right.
And that doesn't make sense. But that's how this nation is set up. Mm-hmm. It's set up against people who just trying to make an honest living. But that's another show.
A whole another show. That's so, 3 shows.
Yes. What is the third E?
Equip with tools.
Okay, that's big.
That's the biggest one right there.
That's big.
Yes.
Oh my God, equipped with tools because that's the best part of being a mother.
Right.
Because once you come out of motherhood, your kids is born, there ain't nothing you can't do.
Exactly.
So nothing.
Right.
Ooh, yes.
So your tools are, okay, well, I want to go back to school. Okay, we're going to help you get back to school. So with Girls to Mom, we're actually looking for a building or something that we can set up that'll give us more space to have computers and to set up to teach them tutoring. And the thing about having the building is that they can bring their child with them.
Oh, that's good.
And we have somewhere set up separate for the kids to go while the tutor is tutoring them. And you don't have to worry about, well, I got to stop tutoring right now because I got to hurry up and get home or get to the baby before such and such time because they can only watch. We want you to be full focus on getting your tutoring or whatever help that you need and know that your baby in the next room being taken care of. And then when you all done, then you go grab your baby and you go on.
That is amazing. That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. So before we get to it's 4 or 5 E's. 4. Before we get to the 4th E, we're going to take a quick break, but I want to say the first one is eliminate shame. Embrace responsibility is the second one, and equip with tools. That is so big. So if you're out there and you're looking for an organization to support, this is the one. So go to girlstomom.org and you can find out all the information on how you can support this amazing organization. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
This show was sponsored in part by Flat Fee Tax Prep and Services, offering quality tax preparation, serving clients nationwide. For more information, visit www.flatfeecreditandtax.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you. Smoke, smoke, catch my smoke, smoke, catch my smoke. I hope you don't choke. You're looking crazy cause you thought it was a joke. Now just sit back and watch the show and catch my smoke.
When you wronged me, I knew it was my last moments.
All right. This is your girl, this is Denae, and we are back. I just got hyped because of that last commercial. Hey, catch my smoke, baby. Speaking of mothers, that is available on all streaming platforms. It's your girl, Lisa Denae, and my son, my number one son. We did a song together, and you know, it ain't nothing like being in a studio with your kid, because you're like, I brought you here. I made you. I made you, and now you're doing the thing. So yes, anyway, we are here with our very special guest, Retha Jackson with Girls to Mom. And she's been telling us about the 5 E's. 4 E's. I'm trying to add another E. The 4 E's that the 4 E's that are like the cornerstone of their mission. So we talked about the first one, eliminating shame, the second one, embracing responsibility, right?
Yes,
right. And the third one was equipped with tools. So what is the 4th one?
The 4th one is empower by example.
Oh. I love this organization. I love it. It's not one thing that's left out. She have covered all the bases. Empower by example. Can you elaborate on that?
Absolutely. As a founder, as team members, as board members, we have to show and lead for them to follow.
Yes.
So if we're not showing them how it's done, why should they listen to us?
Right.
Why should they follow us? Why should they come to us?
Yes.
If you ain't doing it, how you think telling me is gonna get me to do it?
Listen, that is a page out of my book. I really hate taking advice from people who are failing. Not to be funny or not to throw shade, but if you ain't doing it, how you gonna tell me?
Right. So are you gonna go to
how you gonna do it?
Yes.
Are you gonna go to a hairdresser that's looking crazy?
Yeah.
Or somebody tell you about marriage and their marriage on the rocks.
Right.
Yeah. I could tell, like, for me, having failed marriages, I can definitely tell you what not to do.
Right.
But I ain't in a position to tell you what to do because I haven't done it yet. So I think that is big because there's so many people talking about empowerment, women's empowerment. Empowerment is such an overused word now. So I love the fact that you say by example.
Yes.
Because when people get in front of that mic, they get to talking out the side of their neck and they don't even really live it. And that is annoying to me because that's the reason why we're still in this cycle as Black people. Exactly. Because if more people was actually being an example instead of running their mouth, we will see changes, real changes.
Okay, well,
I mean, when you think about it,
I'm gonna give them the story of this example, powering by example. Like I said, I was a single mother, and I graduated high school. I got married, then I went off to school. I didn't finish school because marriage wasn't on. But in between that, I still decided to do, a few things. Fast forward, I have both my children. My son, there's this age gap. You got one over here that's freshly in high school, and you got this one over here that's still in elementary.
Mm-hmm.
Activities here, activities here, activity there. Single mother. Okay, we got a tag team. You want this, you want that. We gotta figure out how to do it. You know, I made it work. Okay, fast forward, my son done graduated. He done went off to the military, so now I'm really by myself.
Yes, Lord.
With a child in middle school now. Fast forward, we get to high school. I made lots of sacrifices. I said I wanted to leave something for my kids. So I worked job after job, more jobs. I bought my own house.
Mm-hmm.
Making sacrifices.
That's it.
You know, so my kids would be comfortable.
Right.
I went back to school. My parents helped me, you know, so I graduated law school. I'm a paralegal. So I graduated that. And then when I left that, I decided that I wanted to get my bachelor's in accounting.
Mm-hmm.
So in the process of all of that, my daughter was a senior. She said, well, it would be cool if we graduated at the same time. So I decided that I was going to take all the necessary classes that I needed to graduate the same as she graduated. Well, in the midst of all of that, being a single mother and trying to do the things that I needed to do, I had a stroke.
Oh, wow.
I had a stroke. It was a mild stroke. It had some damages and some pros and cons, but I was determined still to continue doing what I was doing, and I was more determined to continue to graduate with my daughter, and I did.
That is a blessing.
Yes.
Because, you know, that's a lot with the memory loss and everything like that sometimes.
Couldn't talk for a while.
That is a lot.
That's huge.
Couldn't talk.
Gosh.
Where's your cape?
Do you have it on the address?
Yes. So I did, and you know, because it was my daughter's senior year, and I was working 2 jobs, full-time, part-time, and going to school full-time because she wanted. You know, I was a single parent.
Yes.
And I'm a firm believer that children should not have to they shouldn't have to suffer
Right.
or be neglected
Right.
because of the parent situation.
Yes.
Right.
That's where a lot of the kids get in trouble.
Because it's not, they didn't make these choices. It's not their fault.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying they should have a mansion because sometimes you can't do that.
Right.
But the necessities,
Right.
you got to provide that.
Right. How you going to say, oh, you can't have a yearbook because I don't have the money?
Or you can't have a prom. Or you can't, I mean.
You can't go, well, I can't get
to
you this because you know, or no, I just didn't see that.
I don't see that either. I never saw that. I've always felt like I got to get out here and make it happen.
Right.
I got to get out here and make it happen because this was not your choice for me to be doing this alone.
Right.
And there's too many things out here that women, single mothers can do that are legal to get money.
Without OnlyFans.
And without degrading yourself.
Exactly.
Right. Yes.
That, like Uber, let me tell you, Uber has been a savior sometimes because you can go out Uber for 2 days, pay your light bill.
Mm-hmm. And DoorDash.
Yeah. Because Uber
Eats, yeah,
you can do it. You can do Uber, and you can cash out the same day.
Yes.
I think you have to be over 25. You have to be 25.
Well, you know,
25 to do Uber.
No,
My daughter's 22.
well, you know,
Daughter just tried to do it, and
But she don't do Uber. She do DoorDash. But she's 22.
she tried both of them.
yeah, DoorDash, I think, because you could do DoorDash on a bike. You could do DoorDash. You don't have to have a car.
Right.
It's the same like Postmates. You don't have to have a car to do
Right.
Postmates.
She do that too.
Postmates and
Right.
Favor.
I did Postmates. I did deliveries for the Apple Store. That's the only ones I would take. But anyway, you're right. There's so many things.
It's too many quick, and it's not like that you have to. It's not like that you have to have a set schedule every day. You got to go in for 4 hours. You got to do. There's so much you can do with a part-time job with Uber Eats, Instacart, Favor. It's what is the other one? Go Puff. There's one called Go
There's
Puff.
lots and
My
lots.
daughter walks dogs too.
Yeah,
It's too much that you can do.
I love her. I love her. But there's a lot that you can do.
And I done seen
and
some
it's
people
right. It's a lot
with
you can
Uber Eats had their kids with them in
Yes.
the back seat.
I did when I did Postmates. I had my son with me because I was showing him what the app shows me, how to do, because it's a learning experience. Because
And
also
part too,
I was
all you doing
homeschooling
is
him.
going grocery shopping.
Yeah.
My daughters did it together.
So I was homeschooling him, and that was part of his curriculum. Like learn how to take orders. This is job training, on the job training. I feel like this is the best time to be alive if you got a creative and an open mind. There's a lot of things that you can do.
Right.
So
Much that you can
equipping.
do that instead of just having a pity party because
And don't just limit yourself.
Right.
Because
You-
you have a child.
right
Listen,
and live outside the box. Don't put
yes.
don't let people put you in a box.
Yes. And don't be intellectually lazy. Some people are intellectually lazy.
Say that again.
Don't be
Louder,
intellectually
yeah.
lazy.
A little
Here's
louder.
the thing. Some people don't want to use their brain. That just irritates me. There's
many
always a
entitled.
way.
There's so much
There's
entitlement these
always a
days.
way.
That's the 50 entitlement.
Eliminate entitlement.
No, examine your entitlement.
We're gonna get it together. Yes, I love it because that is a killer. It's a killer for a lot of people. But I love what you're doing. I think it's outstanding. That's why I wanted to be a part. And I would encourage anybody that's listening, please be involved because I really love that fourth E. Like you said, that's the best one. Empower by example.
Exactly.
I love that because it ain't nothing that I could tell you that will outdo how I can show you. I can show you so much better. I can show you because, it's like you said, when you get to the finish line, can't nobody else tell you how to get there if they're at the starting line. But if you're at the starting line, you can't tell me how to get to the finish line.
You at the starting line just taking notes because you ain't ready to go.
Yes, and you have no idea what lies ahead of you. But I'm at the finish line. I done been through the whole race. So I'm going to tell you. Yes, I'm going to tell you.
All saying, do what I say, not what I do.
Yes.
Do what I
I don't like that saying, do what I say, not what I do. I don't like that. I have never liked that.
And what example are you showing?
Yes.
You're not showing no example.
Yes, because children learn by example. Really, honestly, we all learn by example.
Exactly.
We learn by what we actually see happening, not by what you're saying.
Exactly.
That's why,
If I tell you don't be lazy, but I'm laying up all day telling you come bring me the remote
That
control
part.
and sitting on the nightstand.
or if I tell you don't be depending on no man and I'm up here calling 3 or 4 men to get my bills paid, you looking at me sideways.
Exactly.
What you mean?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I can get 3 or 4 like you. How about that?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Matter of
You
fact,
guys
you gonna
show
show me how to get them 3.
Right? I'm watching you.
Exactly.
And I see 3 ain't doing so I'm going to do 5.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because really, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna do what you're modeling, not what you're speaking. Most times.
Absolutely.
So I really love what you're doing. I want you to just let people know how they can get involved, how they can reach you, and also specifically any needs that you may have right now.
Okay. Well, we have a couple of events coming up.
All right.
So our first event, we have not secured a location yet, but we are doing a diaper drive because, as you know, as being a single mother, diapers anywhere, especially if you have more than one, you can average $125 a month or more for diapers and wipes just for one child. And some of our mothers have stair-step children.
Yeah. Lord, I don't miss that.
Oh, okay.
I had 2 years apart.
I'm getting quiet.
I know. She graduated.
Yeah, so diapers and wipes for our babies, and then our mothers. We need to cater to them a little bit too with personal items that they may need for feminine items. So those are always needed. Once we find our place that we're going to have it's going to be a drive-by diaper drive. So you ain't even got to get out. You can just drive by, give them to us, and we just put them in the back of the truck, and then we give them to our mothers that we already have. So we're doing diapers, wipes, and pull-ups.
Okay.
And
All right.
items.
All right. That's what's up. And I think that we can be a part of. So when does the diaper drive end?
Well, right now the diaper drive, we have one that's for the whole month from May 3rd to the 31st.
Okay.
But then we have the drive-by on the 15th, and then we have another event May 28th at Mo City Grill for a mental health awareness that we're collaborating with Steps for the Day. We collaborated with them with that that diaper drive, the fundraiser.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, it's Friday before not Labor Day.
Memorial Day,
yes.
And they can get all the information on the website, right?
They'll get all the information on the website.
All right, that's girlstomom.org. Thank you so much for being a guest on today's show. I want to encourage everybody, please go and donate to this organization. Either donate your time or donate your funds, but please get involved. If you're a mother and you need help, reach out to Girls to Mom, and they are here to help you. Thank you so much, both of you, for coming through. I hope this won't be the last time. Because, we talking business today, but we got to come through for some girl chat next time. This is just talk, girl talk.
Yes.
We always going to throw the business out there, but we want to have more time with you.
The website and the phone number.
Yes.
So our website is www.girlstomom.org. And our phone number is 713-234-5311. And you can also do our Cash App, $, Girls to Mom, GIRLZTOMOM. Or you can also mail us a check. We do take checks. Our address is 2600 South Loop West, Houston, Texas, Suite 300D, 77054. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for being a guest on the show. Like I said before, you guys go to the website if you need any more information. We're going to be right back after this break with the top 5 fails of the week. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
This show is sponsored in part by Sweet Bella's Adult Candy and Treats. Custom-made popcorn, gummies, lollipops, and other treats infused with genuine premium wine and spirit. Also offering fun-flavored vodka and tequila. Sweet Bella's Adult Candy and Treats uses only top shelf liquor and quality wine. For more information, follow Sweet Bella's Adult Candy and Treats today on Facebook, Instagram, or Etsy, or place an order at sweetbellastreats@gmail.com. That's Sweet Bella's Treats with a Z @gmail.com. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you.
Top 5 fails of the week coming up next on Lisa Denae Live. Real talk for the real world.
Hey, you guys, it is the top 5 fails of the week, and I just want to talk about some things that happened this week that I say are a fail for the culture. Number 5, I don't know if you watched the show The Real, but this week Lonnie Love went off on a tangent about the shooting of Ma'Khia Bryant, and she stated that a lot of times our young ladies are seen as adults. Now, that part I agree with. Where she lost me is she said because of our size. And she started saying that women in the hood don't eat the right foods. That's why these girls are big, and that's the reason why, they're mistaken as adults, and kind of tying it into the whole Ma'Khia Bryant incident. And I just feel like Lonnie was totally off base with that. Because one thing about genetics, there ain't nothing you can do about that. I don't care if you eat lettuce, celery, and carrots with a side of water.
Rich people don't be fat?
Okay, and sometimes, like I said, it don't matter what you eat. Genetically, some people are just going to be bigger.
Right.
Some people are going to be taller. Some people are going to look more adult-like. Genetically, especially for Black people. There's nothing you can do about that. So that's a fail. I just really hope that the executives get on Lonnie and say, that wasn't it, because that's a fail. That's number 5. Number 4 is a good one for me, y'all. I'm just saying. Number 4 on my top 5 fails of the week. A Hillsong pastor had to resign this week after he posted a picture of himself in some, how do we call them, training tights that the men wear?
Speedos.
Kind of like that, but they were long pants type. They look like that. But for men, he had on the underwear. So he is heavily endowed. And he released the picture. I'm trying to, be cute, so I can't necessarily read this man's name. So anyway, let me just take my glasses off so I can tell y'all the real deal. So yes, the pastor's name is Daryl Barnett. He is the 32-year-old pastor for Hillsong in Montclair, New Jersey. Now let me just tell you this: the pastor is blessed. That's all I can say. He blessed. But it was a fail for him to share his blessing on Instagram. So he had to resign from his position. I just want to say before I move on to my list, why y'all make him resign? Because it ain't nothing wrong with sharing your testimony. Because everybody ain't able. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. The pastor was just trying to let the women know how blessed he is. So anyway, number 3 on my list of top 5 fails of the week on Instagram, the singer Tyrese released a video showing him shaving his girlfriend's pubic area. Now, I don't know about y'all. I kind of think that's too much. Don't y'all think that? Did you feel like that's too much? Not for him to do it, but for him to post it.
Yes.
Not for him to do it because
Exactly.
Yeah, we kind of like,
Yeah, I like it.
I don't
But
mind
you better not
shaving.
take a picture of it, and you better not post it.
Don't post it. We don't need to know that.
You need to take a picture of it.
That is private. Like, what is happening to our world where you want to post that?
Well, it's been said that Tyrese is kind of a sissy.
Oh, so you're trying to prove something?
Not as sissy as far as that, but he does have some girly ways. Like he's messy, childish, petty, and
I believe that.
Yeah, I do too.
that's what Genuine and Tank said. That's why they couldn't keep the TGT together.
Well, not only that, the Fast and Furious.
That's right.
That's right. Which one of them didn't want to work with him no more?
None of them.
None of them.
None of them did.
But I think the one he really came after was it Vin Diesel?
Yes.
I don't really watch those movies, so I don't know.
But I think it was
Who's the star of the show?
Van Diesel.
Yeah, I think it was him. He came after him really tough.
Yeah. They don't want to do a show anymore. He didn't want to work with him anymore.
Yeah. But that was a fail. That was a fail, and really on behalf of the girl too. Don't let nobody put you out there like that.
Seriously.
Like that's too much. Anyway, we gotta move on. So number 2 really should be my number 1, but there was another clown that made number 1. So let's go with number 2 on this one. The whole DMX funeral. Some of it was good, but let me tell you, some of it was a fail. First of all, Faith Evans performed virtually, and it was a hot flaming mess. Now, anybody in the industry, y'all please check on Faith because. She is not well.
She's been shook up a little bit since she's been married to CBJ.
I'm gonna need y'all to check on her because that whole performance was a hot flaming mess. And then the people that spoke, it was just a hot mess. Not to mention that 10 additional baby mamas came to the funeral claiming that they got kids by DMX. So he already got 15 kids.
Oh my gosh.
So potentially he got 25.
Oh my gosh.
According to these 10 women that showed up at the funeral, y'all. So yeah, that's why that was number 2 on my list for the top 5 fails of the week. Number 1. Y'all's Republican Senator Tim Scott made a statement this week as a response to our president's address stating that America is not a racist country. Boy, what? First of all, what in the coonery is going on here? Like, what do you mean America's not a racist country? Can you believe that this came out of the mouth of a black man? Anyway, that's why he's number 1 on my list for the top 5 fails of the week. Now, y'all know I do not like to end my show on a bad note, so we're going to be right back. We're going to do this real quick because the next show is going to start soon. We're going to be right back with the top 5 wins of the week. Don't go nowhere.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what.
We're winning with the top 5 wins of the week on Lisa Denae Live. Real talk for the real world.
5 wins of the week. Number 5, LeVar Burton is going to replace Alex Trebek as the host of Jeopardy. I love this because I love me some LeVar Burton. Ever since Reading Rainbow, I really love him. And I like to see a black man do this. This is outstanding. This is wonderful. Hopefully he will have a long career like Alex Trebek did because he was on there for how long? Oh, no.
1,000 years.
Very long.
30 years, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a long long time like that. Yeah, it was like a lifetime.
Yeah.
And he made good money. So that is a win. Shout out to LeVar Burton. Very happy that happened, was announced this week. The number 4 on my list, and it's only number 4 because it's not set in stone yet, but the president is proposing monthly stimulus checks for a family with children for up to 4 years. Now, let me just let y'all know, it's a long time coming, okay? We need help out in these streets. So I'm really happy, and I really hope that they can come to some type of agreement and let this happen for people with children. Because like we talked about earlier in the show, speaking on Girls to Mom, it's people out here that have to be in compromising positions just to pay their bills. And that is not right, and it shouldn't be that way. So that's number 4 on my list of the top 5 wins of the week. Number 3 was all of the Black excellence we saw at the Oscars this week. The beautiful Black queens and the beautiful Black kings that were there. My favorite was her, who did a tribute to Prince. She looked absolutely stunning in an all-purple outfit. If you haven't seen it, please go online and check it out. That's my number 3. Number 2. Federal agents executed a search warrant on Rudy Giuliani's apartment. Why is this a win? Because they need to get caught in all the foolery they was doing. Okay, that is a win for us. He was the personal attorney for Donald Trump, and they did a lot of dirt, and I hope they get caught. That is a win. Now, it ain't a real win until we know what they're going to do with these jokers. Right. But I hope and pray they get caught on all the dirt that they was doing. It's definitely a win. Number 1. This was number 1 for me because I don't care what you feel about her politics. This is the first time that we saw 2 females standing behind the President of the United States during his address. There's always the Vice President and the Speaker of the House. This was a historic moment because the Speaker of the House and the Vice President were females. Yes, indeed. So that was number 1 on my list because it's a big deal. That's a big deal because a Black woman is behind. I know she's multiracial, but that's number 1 on my list. I felt like that was a wonderful moment in history, and I hope that the next time we see 2 females behind the president, there's also a female president. So let's make it happen, ladies. Come on, y'all, get into politics. Let's make it happen. Right. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to Lisa Denae Live today. We have had a wonderful hour. A wonderful hour with our guests from Girls to Mom. Thank y'all for hanging in with us. It has been a really good day. And don't go nowhere, y'all, because Black Coffee with a Side of Tea is next on Stunner Radio. Lisa the Boss Lady, you want to leave us with anything in our 30 seconds?
I just want to tell everybody, be the best you that you can be. And nobody knows how to be that but you. So do whatever it is that you feel good. Whatever feels good to you at the time, do it.
Ooh, I like that. Whatever feels good, do it. Lisa the Boss Lady said so. All right, you guys, we are out of here. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Are you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle but have less than perfect credit? Look no further than Mi Amigo Motors, offering in-house financing to help you build or reestablish your credit. All vehicles are put through a multi-point inspection, and their award-winning customer service and on-site service center will make your buying experience stress-free. I know you got your stimulus check, and it's tax refund season, so stop by Mi Amigo Motors today at 9729 Long Point Road, or give them a call at 832-548-5927 to reserve your appointment for their VIP approval. Again, that's 832-548-5927. And don't forget to mention Stunner Radio sent you. If you're looking for healthy meal prep, family-style meals, or catering for your next event, look no further than the East Traveling Square Kitchen with Chef Square Alan Phillips, specializing in soul food, family-style dining, and southern flavor. Chef Square can adhere to dietary needs like keto and bariatric meal prep without compromising on taste. Take advantage of weekly meal plans like the Starter Pack, 5 meals for $75 with 3 entree choices. Additional meal plans and contact-free delivery is available. Contact Chef Square of the East Traveling Square Kitchen today at 832-495-8836 and tell them Stunner Radio sent you.